Good night, everyone. Well, not good night. Good evening. We're gonna be modding this here NES with this here RGB mod kit. Fancy, right? It's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be fun. My lights are all moving around on me. But anyways, yeah, hey, what's going on, everybody? We're gonna be modding my lovely NES with this wonderful kit that I got from etim.net.eu. Hashtag not sponsored. Got some instructions here. I thought they had their website on the instructions. No, just NES RGB. So if you just Google NES RGB, it should come up, but yeah, instructions, diagrams. We're serious business here tonight. Yeah, super sorry we were really late getting started. I don't even want to get into it. I'm just happy we're here now, and we're gonna have some fun. And yeah, let's get to it. Let me make my lights cooperate. My lighting just been all over the place. So we got to start out by jumping right into it, taking this guy apart again. I know, we just took it apart just recently. Poor thing getting taken apart multiple times. Yeah, I'm just jumping right in because it's late. I want to get this mod installed and I want to do a test run with you guys. Let you see. Oh yeah, notice our little guy. He's got a Luigi hat now. I don't know if he had that last stream. But yeah, for when I'm wearing a Mario hat, he can have a little Luigi hat. But I left the option so you guys can give him a Mario cap too, if you want. Oh, I don't think I updated the redeem to say Luigi cap is one of the options. Wonder how we're gonna do that when we run out of space on the notification. Maybe the bot can say it. You can read it in the chat. All right, it should be all of them. Six. All right. We're gonna put the outer shell ones here. Sorry, my mat's a big mess. I haven't had a chance to clean it up. Also, check out this capacitor I exploded. I tried to bridge a gap across something, and yeah, it turns out the capacitor was not strong enough to hold the thing together, and it just ripped apart. Yeah, not a very good structural capacitor. Who knew, you know, that capacitors were bad for structural things? And while we're here, let's go ahead and get these two for the controller port off. I don't know if we actually need to go as far as to take the controller port out, but this mod has this really cool thing where you can swap color palettes and reset the console remotely from the controller. So we may have to get into the controller port for that stuff. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Uh-oh. I didn't screw one of the things all the way down last time we were in here. Oops-a-doodle. I like to keep my screws organized by like level, or at least by step if level's not doable. So like this outer shell step, or this RF shield step, I should say. Put right here. How's everyone doing tonight? I'm so sorry the stream is super late today. Work was mean to me, chat. Work's been very mean to me for like a couple weeks. I just haven't had the energy to do much of anything, much less stream and post videos and be on social media and stuff. I've just been doom scrolling on shorts whenever I'm on YouTube shorts whenever I'm not working. There we go. Oops, I really gotta do something about that. Put some Loctite on there or something. No worries, I was trying to take a nap earlier. Didn't sleep well, but to no avail. I think I'll probably sleep better tonight, at least. Oh, I hope you do. I'm hoping I get some good night's sleep tonight. That also might mean I won't post the VOD till later in the week. But tomorrow's Friday, though, so hopefully I'll be able to catch up. Hopefully I'll be able to catch up with my backlog. Pam does sent me a bunch of shorts I need to post. Plus, I needed to get the shorts that you guys have made from, you know, or the clips you guys have posted and make them into shorts. But I still owe y'all a bunch of those. All right, that's out. Last two screws. And we'll take the whole thing out. Someone take care of that bot for me, please. Thank you so much, Wireball. All right, get that off. All right, I'll pull this guy free after we get these connectors disconnected. There we go. Yeah, it looks like we don't need the to get the actual port off. So let's put this. Get out of here. Ah, come on. Ah. No, stop it. Let's go ahead and put these screws back in so we don't cause any problems later. Thank you for verbally calling it to my attention. I was shutting down my work computer at the time. Oh, no problem. See, I'm not the only one who was working late. Yeah, right before I hit the go live button, I shut down my work computer. It was that. All right. All that stuff over there. Off camera. Here we go. The main event. So our first step is we need to take the PPU off. So let's get our Hako nice and heated up. Now we gotta identify the PPU, which I believe is this guy. Because, yeah, there's our lockout pin. Because you can see I clipped the... See there, I clipped the lockout pin off. Kind of hard to see that pin right there. See, it's been clipped off the board. Now, usually, like that clip, that pin checks the cartridges you stick into the NES to check to make sure that they're valid. Here, I'll give you all another view so you can see it better this time. Where is it? I lost track of it. There it is. So you see that little pin that's missing right there in the middle of this chip? That pin that's missing right there in the middle of the chip, that is the lockout pin. And so what happens is this chip checks to see if you have a legitimate cartridge installed in your NES. Problem is, if your cartridge is dirty or having some kind of issues, it's gonna flake out and it's gonna get false positives. And a lot of the boot issues a lot of people have with their NES, even when the NES was new, was caused by this chip like having false flag, false positives on legitimate cartridges. I'm 99.9% sure that's our PPU, but I want to double check because I don't want to pull the wrong chip off the board. One second, chat. Let's see. All right, these instructions are saying that's the PPU, but I'm gonna just double check by running the number on the chip here, just in case we have some kind of weird board revision where this location changed. I doubt it. Let's see, that's RP2C 02G. RP2CO2 is the (02C) 02Z0. Huh. Apparently this PPU is, according to this nesdevwiki.org, or nesdev.org wiki, this particular PPU is susceptible to OAM corruption fixed by putting a series of resistors between the CPU and the cartridge ROM. Huh. Interesting. Good to know. We're not going to be doing that, but good to know this is our target. So we're gonna get our Hako out. Sucks. Our little solder sucker. And actually, to make this go a little bit easier, because this is an old console and we don't want to press our luck, we're gonna do like we did last time and just use way too much flux. Just way too much flux. It's going to be such a pain to clean later, but I'd rather not damage the board. You know what I mean? All right, just touch our Hako. Oh. You might have to get a little bit of a braid out as well. I think we have a jam. Doesn't seem like it is getting a lot of suction. Oh, yeah, there's definitely some gunk in there. Yeah, let me get my trash can. All right, trash can acquired. Ooh, gunky. All right, cool. Let's check our filter. See if our filter's doing it. Oh, let me just rip the filter apart. Am I supposed to pull that out first? Yeah, maybe. Am I supposed to? Yeah, this way. I think this filter's still good. Put our little catching bowl back in. No problems there. Oh, I see. We got some issues right here. We've got gunk in the end of the chamber here. Oh, that's super hot. I should touch that with my fingers. Probably need to fully disassemble this. We're off to a roaring good start, aren't we, chat? Clean that tip off here in a second. Yeah, definitely got something jammed in there. let's try to heat this up a little. See if I can push this out. Now it's starting to come out. All right. Oh, yeah, it's liquefied. There we go. Haha. Our little a little clog came out. All right, let's turn this back off so we can safely reassemble it. Oh, I got some goopy solder back here too. Man, this thing just got all kinds of messy. All right. Oops. Sorry about that, chat. Delayed our programming here. There we go. And we should be able to put this back together. Great. And then... all right. Now we can turn it back on. Hopefully now we'll get enough suction that we can get this chip out. It's interesting, I'll grant you that. I was curious how one maintains one of those solder suckers. Hey, Galley Sprout! We on vampire hours tonight. Yeah, that's right, we are. Dawn Patrol. Well, hopefully not Dawn Patrol. Let's not go that crazy. Alright, how we do? Okay, we up to temperature? Yeah, we are. Temperature might be actually too high. Let's see. Let's actually no. We're only at 1.5. Let's go down to 1. Oh, it's jammed again. Darn it. Might have it jam even further away. What an interesting... yeah, it's my little solder sucker. Oh. No, that's supposed to be there. Or is it? Wait. No, I don't think that's supposed to be there. Yeah, there's like a glob of solder stuck inside the little... See that? There's a glob of solder stuck in there. Yeah, how did that get past the filter? I have no idea. The rubber grommet out. Ah, there, you little dingle dangle. Where's our little probe? Ah! There we go. Okay. Sounds like it's pulling air now. Turn it back off. I'm almost tempted to pull this cover off to check. Just make sure there's no solder down in there. I think I will. I can't get this tube off. There we go. Oh, who knew this was going to be a solder sucker repair video? Just unplug it too. But I'm actually taking stuff apart. Here, I'll set you to the side, little NES. I might change the filter, especially after seeing that maybe stuff is getting past the filter. Oh, hold on. There we go. I'm not too worried working down on this end because this is where the action is, the heat. But I need to keep my hand away from that. Normally, by the way, chat, don't do like I do. You should wait. Oh, it just comes off. Oh wow, it even has a little protector here. Okay. So apparently you only need 2 screws to get this off. Learning so much. I've never taken this thing apart. Like totally break it down apart. Oh wow. Look at that guy. Little diaphragm. I guess that's how it creates the suction, is this vibrating up and down. That's super cool. Well, I don't see any more solder in here, so let's go ahead and lock this down. Let's get this all back together. Make sure we put this on nice and even so we don't mess up that diaphragm. Which actually looks like it is a bit warped. Might be part of our problem. On first. Yeah, I wondered how it was, how the air pump in this worked. I guess that's why it makes that noise when you turn it on, because it's that little diaphragm wobbling up and down. That's super cool. We learned so much today. Dang, we got over 300,000 sticks in the pile. Look at that. We should do something cool at 500, which we still need to celebrate 300 followers too. We're at 336. Like, we're gonna hit 350 before we even celebrate 300. It's nice and tight. This back on. Try to line it up correctly. I like that it has two little spots here, one for exit and one for entrance. So the air comes through here, through that loop, down into the diaphragm area, and then out this way, out through this little hole. Right there. Isn't that cool? I think that's pretty neat. I like taking things apart, chat, if you haven't noticed. I know, big shocker, right, guys? By the way, do I sound any better? I feel like my my cold is almost completely gone now. Or flu. I mean, it was a flu. It had to have been a flu to last that long. There we go. Use our little spool here to give it a nice even curve. You sound pretty decent? Yeah, thank you, thank you. I still feel my voice is like a little deeper than it should be, but we'll be 100% soon enough. All right, that looks good. Let's put our cap back on. This thumb screw tells me that this is probably not an all too uncommon problem. Do I change the filter? I mean, stuff had to get past that filter somehow. The filter must be bad, right? Logically? Like, if stuff's getting past the filter, then there must be something wrong with the filter, wouldn't you think? Check a new filter. Here we go, I got a couple. Let's look at these two filters side by side. Yeah, I think the filter's bad. Let's put in a new one. Come on. There we go. Put our little splatter bowl here. Make sure that's in nice. Put these back in the case. Maybe it had a defect from the get-go? Maybe. That's so much like solder that got sucked up into there. Kind of impressive. Okay. Making a good seal. All right. Oh, I unplugged it. Oops. Oops. Just let it heat up. And we're only going to heat it up to number 1, which, by the way, it has this nice little chart here on the side. There's a wheel with numbers on the bottom. And then these numbers on the wheel line up with these numbers here. So 350C. And this thing, even my soldering iron when it's at 350 doesn't put down heat like this thing does. Like, this thing heats things up really well. And I think it's just the amount of surface area you have on the tip, because it's just completely surrounding the joint. If I were designing that, I'd be tempted to have some sort of heat-sinked metal filter that the air passed through. But I bet they'd experiment with that. You know, I bet they did, and I bet it would work, but it probably wasn't cost-effective for, you know, building a tool like this for the home. Oh, the tip's jammed too. Heckgum. Yeah, the tip's jammed. So not only was there solder in the thing, like the whole tip itself is like jammed up. Yeah, I can't, it won't go any further in. Maybe it's not hot enough to melt that solder. Let's put it back at 400C. Kind of surprised that isn't just unjamming at 350C. Yeah, actually, what is the temperature of my solder that I use? I've totally forgotten how to get this thing out. Ah, there we go. Let's see. We are... Oh. Well, that's not going to help. The label's gone. Oops. Well, I guess we don't know what heat level my solder is. I guess I could check on... See if I have the receipt for when I bought this spool. But, I mean, I've had this one... It was all the way to the edge when I bought this spool. And you can see it's like how much of it I've used, but I still have so much to go. I wonder if I have that info. Hold on, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check. Where's my phone? Just hanging out with RX-78 Master. Master Grade, which we need to work on. This should be on my next project once we get these console mods done and get everything up and running again. Lead-free solder, yeah. This is definitely lead-free. This is leaded. Let's see. A lot of solder wicks. Here we are. Kester solder 24-640-0027. Rosin core. 0.8 millimeter. 3.3% lead. I think that's what that means. Not showing me the melting point. I thought it would usually say the melting point on the side. Oh, sorry. It's a 60-40 a tin lead mix. That's what the 60-40 means. With a 3.3% is rosin core flux. Sorry. It doesn't say the melting point. Oh well. Let's see. We should be up to temperature now. No. Here, let's heat you really high. Let's go 450. Or 500. No, 450. Yeah, let's go 450. It's just jammed in there real bad. Well, yeah, let's let it heat up some more. Maybe if I let it get a little hotter. What the heck? Alright. I'm confoozled. Does the tip not just go straight back? Am I a dummy? That's clear. Don't melt my thingy. Oh, I am a dummy-dumb. Look at me, chat, being a dummy-dumb. I don't know if you can see this, but it does actually have a little deflection plate back there, so that's what I was banging against. It wasn't jammed. Oh. Someone's gonna see this one day and call me a complete dummy-dumb. Listen, this is how we learn. Being dummy-dumbs. Never be afraid to be a dummy-dumb, chat. Also, let everything cool before you start messing with it. Don't... This is a super dummy-dumb thing to do. I could give myself like 3rd-degree burns doing this. There. Alright, let's put you back down to 350... 375. Let's do 375. Uh, 640 is 183C? Wow, that seems pretty low. I thought it was higher than that. I mean, maybe it is. Alright. Let's, wet our tip here. Oh no, we got an ad break coming up already? Oh my god. Oh, it's so smoky. Okay, sounds like it's sucking just fine now. Let's get back to the PPU. That's so much better. Sorry, I stopped and got real quiet there. I got, like, spooked. I smelled like something smelled like burning plastic. Apparently it's backwards. 6337 is the one that transitions between liquid and solid abruptly, where 6040 has a semi-solid state and tendency to lead to weaker joints if disturbed while cooling. Oh, interesting. Hello all, sorry I'm late. How is everyone doing tonight? Pretty good. We've barely begun because I ended up doing maintenance on my solder gun. My solder sucker. Maybe I'm not letting it get hot enough. Doesn't look like it's actually pulling the solder out of the joint. Maybe I'm going too fast. Maybe I need to let it really liquefy. I think we should look at this under the microscope. In this last 1 minute we have to see how well we were able to remove the solder using the solder sucker. Aw, thank you for having that 3 stream streak, Sparky. Oh, do we have... You know what? I'm gonna snooze that ad. I don't care about ads right now. Microscope vision, go! That did not do a very good job at all. Chat. It looked like it was melting the solder, but maybe it wasn't getting hot enough. Maybe I need to add some leaded solder to it first. Story of my life when trying to desolder stuff. It's always a pain. It's always a pain. Phil's computer lab had recently posted some videos about getting into desoldering and repairing stuff. And they posted a couple videos about repairing stuff. And I was in the comments being like, you know, because they were kicking themselves for not being able to desolder things very well. And I'm like, listen, I've been doing this a long time. I've even got good, you know, like I'm a solder sucker and a bunch of other stuff. And it's like a pain. Like desoldering stuff is just a pain. It's the worst. All right, let's hit these with some leaded solder. We're just, because we're going to be removing this solder anyways, we're not going to, you know, we're just going to slap that on there. You just want to dilute that, whatever solder that Nintendo used on there, we just want to dilute it with some of the leaded stuff to lower that temperature. Hey, Jordy GH, how you doing? Yeah, we're doing an NES mod. We're doing an RGB mod for this NES. Unfortunately, we've been running into problems getting the PPU off. The picture processing unit. We had a jam in our solder sucker. And now we're having problems actually getting the solder to melt on the PPU. And so I'm adding some leaded solder right now to all the joints before we try again, to hopefully lower the melting temperature to make removing that solder a lot easier for our little gun. Yeah, that's the pain. Let's see if my insomnia plays ball tonight, though. Aw. Up until now, fixing his desoldering gun. That's true. Do you have to desolder the PPU first? Yes. So the way this kit works is it has this cool little board. I didn't really show it off much before we started. So you solder the PPU to this board, and I'll give you a closer look. So the PPU gets put on this board, and it's got a microprocessor here that takes the inputs. I think the way it works is it's stealing the input going into the PPU and then creating its own RGB outputs. It does some other cool stuff, like clean up the video signal and some other things. So we gotta attach the PPU to this board, and then we mount. I'll show y'all before we get hit with this ad break. Would you like another snooze? Nah. It's a good time to take our first 3-minute break after I explain this. So you got this little socket, and you'll put this here in place of the PPU. And then these rails, these little pin, you solder those here on the back of this guy. And then this guy can plug into the socket, which is on the motherboard, which then has the PPU. And then you run all of your cables from here out to your audio and video outputs. And there's some jumpers and things that we can set for different options for how to handle the controller reset and palette swaps. Yeah, it's cool stuff. We'll get to all that in a bit after we get back from the break. Hopefully we'll be able to get the PPU off, and then we'll be off to the races. Once the PPU is off, we're good. Like, the rest of it should be quick. But anyways, don't go anywhere. We're going to take a 3-minute break while we watch some ads, so you won't miss anything. So I'll be back. Hey, welcome back. Hey! Welcome, the Ragnar Ruinbane. Wow, what an amazing name. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. Hi, hi, hi. I'm Retro VT, your resident retro VTuber on twitch.tv. And I also do gunplay every once in a while. Welcome in, welcome in. Right now we're doing a quasi IRL stream modding this Nintendo Entertainment System. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you came in right as I was coming back from break. That's amazing. I just put together my DS Lite tonight. I had to send it off to an expert to desolder and resolder some replacement shoulder buttons. But I did the teardown and reassemble myself. Nice. Yeah, desolder those particularly those shoulder buttons for the DS. I kind of hate them. They're the same ones in a couple of the other Game Boys. Royce redeemed the stream title. Oh, hi, Rates. This is awkward. Oh man. Don't mind me. I have my NES on the cast. No. Veto that. Give Royce this money back. Royce being not safe for work in my safe for work chat. Oh yeah, the shoulder buttons are excuse me. Sorry about that. That was kind of gross. But it was bothering me. I don't know where that fly came from. But it is fly no more. But yeah, the shoulder buttons are right on those big ground connectors on those boards, so they take a lot of heat to get off, and they can be kind of sticky and gross. Like, you know, they don't want to desolder. But anyways, Raiders, we're installing it. I forgot to say we're installing a RGB mod into this NES, so instead of composite video when we play our games, we can have S video. Which you might think, why S video? Just go straight to RGB. Yes, but I don't have a SCART setup in my game room, and I have 8 different consoles we play on, and I want to be able to switch between them quickly. And so until I get a SCART switch, which I'm probably not going to do because they're very expensive, I'm probably just going to stick to S video. And the RetroTink 4K does really great with S video. Also, I'm so sorry. It was so rude of me. I'd never asked. Ragnar. No, not Ragnar. The Rahor? How do you say your name, Mr. Ruinbane or Mrs. Ruinbane or they Ruinbane? Please do tell. I humbly await your corrections. Theragor. Don't sweat, it isn't on Theragor. What were y'all doing over on your stream, Theragor? Tell us. But feel free to raid and dash if you need to get some water or a snack or take care of yourself. Self-care is very important. All right, let's see. This... that's a little better. Let me turn the heat up to 400. Maybe it just isn't hot enough. Is it not giving any suction? Maybe it's still not sucking. Maybe we've still got a jam somewhere. Have I just borked it, chat? Oh, there's suction. It's just really... Oh, there it goes. It's just not very good. Something's going on. Let me reseat this. Maybe I wasn't making a good... Maybe it wasn't making a good seal. I have a 40K tournament coming up, so I was rushing my painting my Chaos Marines. Oh, you do painting. That's so cool. TTS says naughty things when it says his name. Oh, no. I'm sorry. Theragor. Theragor is such a great name. Also, I like Ruinbane. That's also cool. Actually, yeah, we don't know what their preferred programs are. Theragor does seems like a very masculine name, so... But it might not be. Kamikaze Armada says him, and yes, it's fairly amusing. How do people set up the camera like this? It is on a tripod, and you're looking over it? Is that comfortable? No, actually. So it's like... I got quite a distance. I'm sitting... it's above me. It's in front and above. And it's on a rail system that mounts to my desk. So I have full freedom of movement out all the way to the sides. And at the very edge of my desk are these little rods that go up and then over, and then I hang the camera from the rod. Hey, Archivist, welcome in. Wow, we got so many raids today. It's the big raid day. Welcome in, welcome in. In case you didn't know, I'm Retro VT. I'm Retro V, your local Retro VTuber on Twitch, who also does Gunpla. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, we were just talking to Theragor about their Warhammer 40K paint jobs and how my soldering sucker here is not doing its job. So I can't get this PPU out of my NES, which I'm trying to mod, in order to give it RGB capabilities to make our streams look much better. What a day. It has been a day. How are you, Archivist? Feel free, everyone, to raid and run to get yourself a drink and a snack, because we know how important that self-care is, especially in these trying times. We keep it PG here if possible. Yes, please keep it PG. At least PG-13. Royce definitely tries to push that. Always find it amusing TTS refers to coworkers as co-orkers. Ooh, orcs. DACA. The verbal equivalent of auto Calrex. Yeah, thank you so much for the follows, MX Overthinker. I appreciate that. And Dr. Cruiser. Is it Cruiser? Did I say that right? I'm very, very bad. Thank you for all the barks and bites and barks and bites. It has indeed been a day. Yeah, it's been a very day. Oh, you were very sick? No! Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that, Archivist. Aww. And I accidentally bet myself into a longer stream than I anticipated? No, don't do that. You're sick. Go sleep. Go, shoo, go, go sleep. I shoo you away. Go lay down. Take some medicine. Take care of yourself. Been hunched over for 5 hours painting Chaos Marines. Marine trim on 16 models. The spine is angry. I bet it's angry. You've turned yourself into a shrimp. Such shrimp. Much shrimpage. Get better soon. The sickness is never fun. Yeah, I've been sick nonstop. I'm actually finally getting a little bit better. Okay. Let's try this real quick. I'm going to try melting some solder onto the tip here. And then we're going to see if it can suck it in. No, it's not. You see how it's not pulling the solder in on the tip? We've still got a problem somewhere. Okay. That's really annoying. All right. I want to get some actual... the Shrimpy Impossible to Live Like. The Shrimply Shrimply impossible to live like this. Oh my god, that's a great joke. Oh, get this man a medal. It's great. Is there a gap somewhere? I don't know. Well, I'm gonna put this down. We're gonna go old school to try to desolder this. So we already added leaded solder to lower the melting point. So now we're gonna use braid. Let me get some to cut this wood. So what we'll do is, let me zoom in a bit so you guys can see better. So we're gonna take this braid, and I've already used it. You can see it sucks in the solder into this copper like braid of wire. And so we'll heat up the pads here, and then hopefully the solder will flow into this wick, this little braid, and out of the joints. Hopefully, theoretically. In practice, we'll see how it goes. See, I'm gonna try to come at it from this angle. Spread the braid out. Oh, it's already failing. I hate doing it this way. It's so tedious and like it's very inconsistent. Like sometimes, did you see that? It just like went. Here, let me get some light down here. I don't know why the light suddenly got bad when we got so close in. Maybe it is a heat problem. So Archivist, if you're still around, which you better not be, what y'all do over there? Actually, one of your chatters can tell me. What did Archivist do to get tricked into doing a longer stream? Oh, I hate this. All right, I think I'd rather just figure out what's wrong with my soldering gun. Poor Nintendo, it just can't win today. All right, let's pull this back apart. And let's start dissecting it piece by piece. So, my lights got in the way. All right. So let's turn the heat all the way down. And let's pull this off. Turn it on. Okay, so we're getting suction here. You see it pulling on my finger. So that's good. Pull this out again. Let's see. I'm going to completely cover that with my thumb. Okay. We're getting suction there. Is it just not making a good connection here? Is there something maybe wrong with the chamber? It's growling again. I think it's angry. It is very angry at us. I can tell. It's sort of a vibrating. Yo, yeah, y'all missed it when I took it apart. There's a diaphragm that vibrates. Is air not be able to get through the filter? Is there? Yeah, maybe there's something breaking the seal here. Maybe here? Maybe debris and detritus here? Right, cleaning these grommets off. Whatever these stoppers, whatever you call them. All right, that feels like it's making a good seal. That feels good. Okay. Didn't lose an O-ring, did you? Seems like sort of thing that you'd notice, though. You're wise to the tricks of all sorts of machines. No, I'm not. Thank you for the vote of confidence. Is there a hole in our little... Oh. I wonder. Our little hose here had solder in it. I wonder if it got a hole. Hold on. I'm gonna run a very gross, informal test by plugging one in and sucking on it. Nope, it's solid. So there's no leak in the tube, despite it getting hot liquid metal stuck in it. Yeah, that's still sucking. Alright, well, at least that end is working. At least that part's working, we know. Speaking of machines that sort of not working, I know work has been crazy for you lately, but did you, by chance, take a hammer at... No, I didn't. I'm sorry. Gently. I'm going to touch this with my bare hands because it's still hot. It's very hot. Oh, I left the little spacer out. Whoops. That gun making some weird sounds. It is. It barks at us. Uh-oh. I got a kink in the hose right there. Is the hose getting kinked? When I close this guy here? Would that be the problem? Here, let's just take the back off because it's just a little cover. Okay, let's let that heat up. Melt that solder. Aw, thank you, Sparky. I'm glad you like Scuff's new hat. Can Scuff touch it with his bare hands? Nice, Couch Sprout. No need to apologize. Need to work has been crazy. Yeah, it's just... Seriously, I've been unable to think. I've been doing so much work lately. It really stinks. I wish I could tell y'all more, but... it's such a... What I do for a living is a very big pain. It's a big mental drag. Okay. Something's wrong. Something is definitely wrong. It's yeah, that solder's definitely liquid. 100% liquid. So it's not that it can't. Yeah, it's not that it can't melt it. It's just it's not getting. Not, there's no suction. Could it be the filter we put in? I'm gonna do something dangerous. Brain farts and gun farts are here. That's right. All right, I'm gonna put no filter in and see if we get any suction. Oh, we got some suction. That was short-lived. What is going on here? I don't know, guys. I might have to just totally disassemble this whole thing and like fix it from there. That's very disheartening. I really wanted to do this mod tonight. I mean, I guess we can still keep trying with the wick. Oh my gosh. And we can also go to, I forgot, I also have, if I can find it, I have a manual solder sucker. The spring-loaded solder sucker. It's very crappy. It's really hard to use. Maybe we can make some progress with this. Which model is the Haku again? The gun is not super new, but it's not old either. Check the front holder for cracks or other damage and replace if damaged. Huh. You know what? That's a great question. What model is this, Haku? Oh, it's an FR301. FR for 301. Foxtrot Romeo 301. All right. Let's see what I can do with the manual solder sucker here. It is not going well. I can already tell. I'm not really making much progress. Oh, I am dropping bits of solder on the board. I should probably make sure I'm not doing that. The FR310 301. Can you tell that I have to... Yeah, I can't. That makes two of us because I read it and went, yeah, that's right. The gun has been around for a few months. IIRC. Yeah, I've had it a couple months. At least. It's new enough that that was the filter that was in it was the first filter that came with it. And I had just opened the bag of replacement filters, as y'all saw. The gun, let's see. Oh, sorry, I thought you had said something new. Oh, so tedious. And I don't think it's actually working. We'll look at it under the microscope here in just a second. Which actually, for all raiders who stuck around, you're in for a treat. I think the microscope's one of the coolest things that I've got set up for the stream. All right, let's look at how well the manual solder sucker did under the microscope. To the microscope camera. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Posture check. Ooh, thank you for the posture check. My posture is quite shrimpy, but that's okay. Well, we've got debris on the board from me using the solder sucker, the manual one, and just dropping bits of solder everywhere. That's gross. We'll come back to that, but here are the pins we were trying to desolder. Yeah, it didn't make a dent. I just kind of moved the solder around and made a bigger mess. Okay. Let's use a brush to brush off the board. Try to get this bits of busted solder off. I hope that doesn't lead to something shorting out later. But yeah, we did not have much success. Some of them came out, but yeah, not many. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to clean this real good. God, I just made it a... Well, now my NES is just inoperable now in this state. Back to the repair cam. What else could we do? No shrimps tonight? Yeah. Tits is down. I can't get it to work. I haven't had any opportunity to try to get it to work, to be fair. All right, something I didn't want to do, but another option we have. Air gun. We air gun the pins and try to get it to all drop out at once. Let's see. How's this thing doing? Oh, it's still piping hot. All right, let's see. let's start by, let's change this to a bigger tip. Oh, that was almost a very bad night. You can see on my glove where the screwdriver grabbed the glove and did that because I was that close to stabbing my finger. Tonight is cursed. I'm cursed in so many ways. I'm cursed to have good friends to raid, and blessed at the same time. Oh boy. Yeah, don't stab self. I will do my best. All right. Where was I? Oh yeah, not stabbing myself. All right, let's brace it. Now unscrew it. All right, let's see. What nozzles do I have over here? There we go. Use a bigger nozzle for this. We're gonna have to heat the whole area. Strangely enough, I don't have any dagger wielding emotes. Is that against TOS? Get a lot of airflow. Let's do... Let's do 450 on the temperature. We're just gonna heat this whole area. And when it looks like it's liquid, I'm gonna try to pull it with the pair of tweezers. Actually, let me get a pair of tweezers ready. Or actually, you know what? Instead of tweezers, which I already pulled top off of, let's use a spudger. Get this spudger here. I'm gonna slip it under the chip as soon as I can get any purchase under it. So we'll leave that there for now. We'll just try heating up the board. Oh boy. When you're not ill, you suddenly become a risk of random dangers. That's a small boy to win. How is a small boy to win in this world? I don't know. I don't know. Alright, so what we're looking for... Let me zoom y'all in so you can see better. What we're looking for is for this solder to get kind of shiny. And when it gets shiny, we know it's melted. And then we might be able to start to pull it out. The retro shrimp could hold... retro, the shrimp could hold a knife. Yeah, let's not... Oh, hello, Cerulean. Welcome in. Need to be ready with the... This is so hard. Why is life hard, chat? Okay, there we go. Let's reheat. So I've got... Also, one of the problems with this approach is I don't have a board preheater. So, like, I'm kind of trying to heat, like, a whole big section at once. That's how big this chip is. I don't know if I'm going to be able to heat it. Here, let's jump to 500 to give it some juice. That's much more comfortable. We're just trying to evenly heat this whole area so that the solder gets soft enough that we can pull the chip free gently, because we don't want to damage the chip or the board. Look out, the sea cucumber has a butter knife. Oh no! Butter knife sea cucumber. Is that a shrimp or a sea cucumber? Oh, crustacean! Sea crustacean! Ah! I can't read. I'm like trying to monitor what I'm doing and read at the same time. That's not how it works. Come on. All right. Let's go for broke. I just upped it to 650. Let's see if that'll throw enough heat out. We don't want to go too much. I mean, 650 is very hot, but it's getting spread out real far. So it should theoretically not be damaging anything. I just can't get the whole board hot enough. It's starting to get a little shiny, some of them, but like, yeah, it's just not enough. Dang it. Alright, let's abandon that plan before we do any damage to the board. I once was holding a butter knife and spreading some peanut butter, and one of the college administrators yelled, "Look out, he's got a knife." I wouldn't advise doing that. That said, everyone was so used to him by then that they didn't even look over. Wow, that's some Boy That Cried Wolf stuff right there. Well, chat, we were defeated by my work keeping me late. We were defeated by our Hako getting a jam and then not working after that. And now we got defeated by the manual solder sucker, the solder wick, and the heat gun. Oh my gosh. This has been a night, my friends. Let's look inside this guy. Ew. Yeah, it's so grody in there. Yeah, I've had this thing a while. I mean, it does sort of work, but it's like, does it work well enough for a project like this? No. Aw, thank you for the head pat, Sparky. Oh, did I cross-threaded that crap? But yeah, this is good for bigger solder joints. I don't think it's very good for what we're doing today. Or most of the things that I use this for, or that I would need this for. But for like bigger joints, this is fine. But yeah, for these, even this size, it's not really working well. At least not for me. Maybe there's someone out there who's good at this with these, but I've always been terrible using this guy. Let's see, is this... Okay, this is cooled down significantly. Let's take another shot at taking this guy apart. Alright. I feel like you could use a hug, but head pats is the best I can go. Oh, thank you, Galley Sprout. Thank you, Galley Sprout, for the hydrate, and thank you, Sparky, for the head pats. Defeated by tits too. We were defeated by tits. What a night for failure on such a auspicious occasion as getting a cool new mod. I was so excited. I was gonna like play through some Mario. I thought this was gonna be like an hour at best. I need to figure out if we're getting suction right here. All right, this is a piece of paper, so it might catch fire, but we'll be quick. Let's see if we're getting suction at this piece at this point. Oh, look at that, chat. We're getting suction there. Okay, so we're getting suction all the way to the end. So it's just the tip. It's just the tip. Something's gone wrong with the tip. Here, you know what? Let's put the tip under the microscope. To the microscope view. Ba-na-na-na-na. Long live brain farts. Are you sure the heated tip is supposed to be blocked like that? Well, yeah, let's put it under the microscope and see. So this is it with some solder left on it, because you're supposed to solder, like wick up the, keep the tip, wet with solder so that it doesn't oxidize. So that's why that's covered in solder. But let's look at the inside. Oh, look. Oh, there isn't a little thing in there. It literally is just clogged. Oh my god. Oh, look at all my little bits of solder. So when I look in this with the naked eye, it looks like a little it looks like a little star. So I thought it was some kind of like deflection pattern to like break up the solder so it wouldn't be in giant clumps when it hit the filter. But no, it looks like the tip is just straight up clogged. You know what? This is why having a microscope is cool. All right, you know what we can do? And I'm gonna use some tweezers for this because I don't want to risk making myself have a burn. I'm gonna hold this with our tweezers. I'm gonna get my soldering iron out, and I'm gonna try to heat that up in there and push the clog out with the tip of my soldering iron. Oh, you know what? I actually have better tips for that too. You know, I should really use different tips. I'm so lazy when it comes to changing my soldering iron tips. Get a straw, clean it out, just like when you clean a vacuum. I mean, if it wasn't for the fact that it was full of metal, that would probably work. All right, let's see. Get it nice and hot, and then switch to... Oh, you know what? Actually, let's see if I can get this in this end. I'm gonna put my soldering iron at like 700 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm wondering if like some like this clog is from leaded with unleaded solder got stuck in here somehow. You don't want free braces? Why would what? Braces with lead in them? Since at least some leaded solder. Oh. Oh man, my soldering iron's having a hard time getting up to 700 degrees. I feel like it doesn't like it. Like hoping maybe if I heat up the tool can heat the solder up in there and push it through. Oh, it's working. I think it went through. Owie. I picked up the tip. Ow, wow, 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 wow. Owie, 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 owie. Oh, I didn't stab self, I burned self. Ouchies. Oof. Alright, let's try to finish this. Don't burn self either. No, it didn't melt my glove. I only touched it for a second and then I realized my mistake. I really hope I don't get a blisters, but I probably will. Now I can't change my expression because I can't touch my board because I'm holding this in place now. Just stuck with big ol' eyes? Yeah. Be careful, you dork. Jeez. Aw, thank you, Golly Sprout. The head pads will reset the eyes. Aw, that's super smart. Thank you. All right, let's try this. I'm gonna try just heating the inside, and then see if we can get it to push through. Oh, what a pain. Oh, you did it just for the pads, but life finds a way. Ha 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 ha. You know what? Let's switch back to repair mode. Let's tin our tip here. And let's oh yeah, that's hot. Let's be careful with this one. I swear I had other nozzles over here. Where did they go? Like 3 of them. Oh, here's one. This nozzle's fresh, so it's not hot. So my plan is, please be warned, there is braking coming. Yes, yes. So my plan. Oh no! Oh. Oh, my poor little plastic cover for my Hey, Tony Blue! We got another raid. That's 3 raids tonight. Welcome in. You just missed me burning the crap out of myself. Here, let me give you some parts. Welcome in, chatters. I'm Retro VT, your one-stop shop for retro VTubing. And also sometimes Gunpla. Yeah, I'm retro. I do retro stuff. I'm trying to mod a NES right now, but I clogged up my Hako solder gun, so I can't take the PPU off the board. So we've been going at it for 2 hours trying to desolder this stupid chip off of this motherboard. I'm getting frustrated. It's such a pain. So right now, I'm trying to heat up this tip so that I can push this tool through in order to, you know, get this solder out of this tip. Give me a second. I just realized my soldering iron's still like sitting there burning at 700 degrees. Set that back to 500 and then I just can't get this thing hot enough to like melt the solder and push it through. Oh, at least it's twisting. Ow, and I burned my fingers right before y'all showed up. By the way, Tony Blue, what are you doing? How you doing? How you doing? You having a good night? I'm hoping you're having a good night. Will this go over that? Hey. That hot? No. Oh, it is a little hot. How am I gonna lock it down without the tool? Can I even... This is a conundrum. Doing all right. Watch the Nintendo Direct and grinding my way through Vin Diesel's Wheelman. How was the Nintendo Direct? Was there anything really cool announced? Or Switch 2 info, maybe? Oh, you watched it too, Sparky? It was okay. It was just all right. Oh man, I see why there's a tool to get that on and off. That is a hard thing to get on. Oh, I can't get that on. Oh dear. All right, can I get this out? All right, well, we're in an ad break, guys, so I'm gonna take a pause while we're in the ad break. Oh, I got it off. Nice. All right, guys, I'm gonna be back in 3 minutes. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back. Hey everybody, welcome back. That was a crazy battle that just transpired. I guess Wireball was the reigning champ. So I managed to get this piece out. So we're gonna try this again. This time I'm gonna crank this up to max temperature. I'm gonna turn it on, and we're gonna let it get up to temperature. Then we're gonna try to get this through again. And then maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to get that PPU off. You were lucky enough for your most to get a sword. I saw that. You had a sword. It was wild. All right, still getting up to temperature. I'll put that in there. By the way, if anyone has any tips on how to clear the clogged tip on a Hako, please let me know. Also, I might go out and buy some replacement Hako tips, because this is a pain. I think I'd rather just replace the tip. Oh my god, even it being heated by the gun itself, I can't get the solder out. Like, the gun's at max heat right now. And it's just not going through. Only vices don't burn the crap out of yourself again? Yeah, I know. How is this not working? Oh, or stab. Yes, or stab. Don't stab self either. No self-harm. Intentional or otherwise. I'm so frustrated. Or fall into a random house pit. House pit? What is a house pit? I also don't want this tip to oxidize while we're doing this. Because then it's not going to be useful when we go to use it. You don't have random house pits? No, I can't say that I do. What is a random house pit? Who has random house pits? That makes me very, very unsettled. House pits are pretty common here. What is a house pit? What is a house pit? Chat, I'm so sad. It's just not going to work. I'm just not going to be able to use this tip. This tip is just ruined, I guess. And man, it's so hot. It's like oxidizing instantly. All right, I got to turn this heat on this thing down. It is not good to be that hot. Whatever got in there, it is just not coming out. Whatever solder I sucked up in there is just there forever now. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I guess I'll be buying new tips. What's so weird too, because this is where the heat comes from. Right here. So you'd think it would be getting hot enough in that tip to melt it, but it doesn't seem to be. Or actually, maybe it's getting hot down here? No, I think this is the heating element. No, let's not burn ourselves again. Yeah, Chad, I don't know where to go from here. I think we're just stuck in a... We're just stuck. Now we got a little bit more time to stream. Ah! Jesus, don't burn me again. Maybe I could stick it in an oven or something and it'll melt out that way? I gotta try a different tip for my soldering iron. Just get a big chonker tip and just heat the crap out of it. Like use a chisel or something. I don't know. That fit inside there? No, that's too big. Little chisel? Yeah, that makes it in there. Yeah, maybe we try heating it from the other side. Add lead-based solder to the tip to aid in the heat transfer. I've already addressed this suggestion, and I may have missed it. Oh! No. Actually, just jam a bunch of leaded solder down on it. I mean, I've heard worse suggestions. I mean, the thing's basically busted as it is. Let's try it. Why not? Oh no, now this thing's stuck again. I got the solder on the outside of it. I didn't even get the solder where I wanted it to go. It's just... Oh, you can't see that. I'm off camera. Sorry. So I'm just gonna let this heat up. Try to just fill this thing with leaded solder. This is a terrible idea. It's such a bad idea. I don't know why I'm doing this. Because I'm desperate, chat. That's why. Because I'm desperate. All right, let's try this. I'm gonna just apply a buttload of heat right to the end there using the soldering iron. Probably tired and suggestible. Just don't don't get it on the threads. Oh, Hako says to use a small drill for situations like this. Small drill, you say? Let's go. Let's go, Chad. Let's go. Do I have a bit small enough? Let's see. Do I have a drill bit small enough? I don't. Oh, I don't. Yeah, I don't think this will fit. I better not see that go through your finger. I make no promises. Oh yeah, that's way too big. All right. Don't fret, chat. I've got another solution. I just gotta find it. Buzz, buzz. Oh, whoops, that's not it. There we go. I think these are 1 millimeter. So earlier we had Theragor, Runeblade come in, and they might recognize this. These little hobby hand drills. And I use these for pinning models when I do models for like D&D and stuff, when I paint them. Oh, I'm getting stuff out. Although my bit's getting stuck in there. Where's all this hair coming from? Oh my gosh. I feel so gross today, chat. Oh, look! Look at all that goo! Wireball deserves an award. Thank you so much for looking that up. Oh my god. I need a second, chat. You know what? I don't know where my manual is for my Hako. Like, I usually keep the case for my tools with the manual with it, but yeah, it's not here. I actually need to find that. Well, I found this. This is too thin to be an instruction manual. Troubleshooting. Cleaning drill. It's right there, chat. It was there, the answer the whole time. Oh. Chat, I'm just giving myself a bunch of silly points out of punishment. Ay. All right. Let's clean up our mess. What a bunch of goobers. Especially me. I am King Goober. Alright. Well, hey, I'm glad I have my hobby drill nearby. Keep it right here in the drawer. Right to my left. There. I don't want to touch any of this stuff now. I'm like scared of it after I got burned. What did I tell you earlier, chat? Don't be like me and do dumb things because you get burned. And look at here, I go and get burned. Like a dummy dumb that I am. Oh, and retin the nozzle will solder with the solder after check to prevent it from oxidizing. Yes. Yes, indeed. All right, 750. Yo, put it on 1. 1 is definitely should be hot enough. All right. We're back in action, chat. Back in action. Put these Hako tools away. Get that out of my way. So let's get this stuff put away too. All right. We're getting this PPU off and then we're calling it a day, check, because I got to go to bed. And I still need to do a little relaxing after work. Oh, I melted that so bad. Oh well. But hey, chat, you know what's nice about making a mistake like this? You only make it once. I will never forget that to clean the tip of a Hako, you need to use a little drill if it gets jammed up that bad. All right. Looks like she's ready to go. The moment we've all been waiting for. Too much Wong! Oh, wow, what good timing. The moment we've all been waiting for. Hey, welcome in, Raiders. This is raid number 4. I'm Retro VTuber, your local source for retro content on Twitch. Plus, I do Gunpla. You're just in time. We just fixed our Hako. Our little this thing's been a huge pain tonight because we're doing an RGB mod for our NES so that we can have an RGB output. So our so you know we can have nice output. And the tip of the Hako got jammed. And we took the whole thing apart looking for the jam, and turned out being the tip. And turned out the way to fix it is to just drill it out with a drill. But yeah, welcome in, Too Much Wong. You want a Hako? I tell you, besides the jamming, this is the best tool ever. Especially for doing this kind of work. I know whoever would have thought of using a oh yeah. Oh, that came out clean. Clean. Let's go. Let's go. Look at that. Oh, look at that. That's so beautiful. Oh, I can't wait to put this under the microscope, Raiders. By the way, I've got a microscope here and a microscope camera that you guys can see what's under the microscope. Once I finish this. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what I was hoping to see. Look at that. Oh, it's so nice. Just... So, Too Much Wrong, what were y'all doing over there? Having fun before you came raiding over here. Also, Raiders, if you need to go get a snack or some water, use the bathroom, self-care, please feel free. thank you for stopping in and checking us out. But yeah, take care of yourself. Also, the bleh noise is probably really annoying on the on the microphone, so I do not begrudge anyone who wants to skip this part. Oh. What a great name, Too Much Wong. Thank y'all so much for coming in. Grr. It's an angry boy, but it gets the job done. Yeah, bark, 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 bite, bite. As Archivist would say. Man, you can see the chips starting to fall out even. Oh, you see why I was so desperate to get this fixed, chat? All right, chat. Let me tin this tip, and then we're going to look at the microscope view. Incoming microscope. Flip. Turn it on. And microscope camera is a go. Whoop. All right. Oh, look at that, chat. Look at that. See, this is why I needed to get the Hako fixed. Like, the chip's already starting to fall out. Looks like there's a couple that still need to get a little solder removed from them. Yeah, there's still a couple that are making a little bit of a connection. But look at that. That is clean. And that took, what, like a minute? 30 seconds? Let's see if the chip just lifts out. Okay. Let's see, which one of these still needed to be a little bit of love? That one looks like it needs a little love. All right, Done with microscope view. Back to repair view. All right. Overhead camera is a go. You know what I need? I need one of those chip lifters. I don't really have one of those. Let's see. Is this loose enough to come off now? Oh!
We did it, Chad. We did it. We did it. We did it.
We got the PPU off. Oh. Oh, it was made in Thailand. That's neat. Thank you for the confetti, Sparky. I always felt like chip lifters were great at pulling out one side and breaking the pins on the other. I mean, true. Oh, we got it out. We got the PPU out. My God, chat, that was an epic. That was an epic. Now we're gonna put in. I know I said we were gonna end the stream after I got the PPU in, but I want to get this in so that this little socket, so that way if I do decide I want to play the NES before we finish the mod, I can. All right, let's get our soldering iron out. We still have that other tip on, the kind of small chisel tip, but I'm gonna do this fast, so hopefully it won't really matter. All right, so let's wait for our iron to get up to temperature. Do 525. All right. This is in all the way. It's got a good grip. We'll start with the corners. Alright, so that should hold it in place while we go ahead and do the rest. I'm going to add some solder, flux to all these pins because I want this to flow really nicely. I know that's way too much flux. I know, chat. I know. Don't at me, chat. I'd rather use too much than too little. Really don't like this chisel tip. Oh well. Definitely not the right application for this. We'll just solder these up. Give them a looky look at under the microscope. Make sure we did a good job. Yeah, this tip is not transferring heat very well. I think my little banana tip, and I don't know what it's really called. I call it a banana. I think it's just really good because I can control the contact really well, like how much of the via and the pin are getting touched. This I just kind of force it in there and hope. How long would changing the tips take? It would take this long. It's just really dangerous and very hot, and you shouldn't do this. You should wait for it to completely finish cooling before changing the tip. But I'm a dummy dumb. Ah, there we go. Don't be like me, chat. I'm a bad influence. Also, it's so dark. Let me move this light closer as I broke the setup a little bit. Oh well. Where were we? Here, I think. Oh yeah, that's so much better. Oh, that's I think I did some. Yeah, those look like some dry joints. Okay, that's better. I wasn't getting the via underneath hot enough. Living on the edge? Yeah. Oh, I see. That was a little what's a little first and second degree burns among friends? I bet Retro eats boiling hot soup without blowing on it first. I don't. I just don't eat soup, actually. I'm not a soup guy. I don't eat a lot of soup. Don't get me wrong. I like soups, like good miso or ramen or French onion, tomato bisque. Okay, maybe I do like soup. Touch up any of these that look kind of bad. Okay. Let's tan our tip. Turn off our soldering iron. Fix my thing. I was holding up with a clothespin that I destroyed by moving the camera or the light. Okay. Light has been returned to its original position. Let's zoom out and we'll get the microscope one more time so we can check how well I did with my soldering. See how good my solder joints look. Do you consider stew a soup? No, I consider stew. It's like a whole separate category. It's like, it's built different. Let's focus a little bit better. You can see where I like messed up. Okay, that's good. We can come in here and fix these goof ups. Easy. I think this one needs a tiny bit more solder. Now these are the ones on the bottom row, so these are the ones I was doing with the wedge tip. And I think this is when I switched to the other tip. To my main tip, the one that I usually solder with. Oh, those were all looking great until we get to the end there. Good enough. I'm proud of that. That actually went very well once we got things in order. All right. Oh, a couple of these pins got a little knocked around when I pulled it out of the board. Oh, yeah. I always bend the pins a little bit when I desolder something. I never, ever get it completely out perfect. I mean, that was pretty good, though. Alright, let's make sure this will socket back on. Alright, perfect. Alright, so. Wait, isn't it something like 2 a.m. there, Sparky? Do you consider, that one does look a bit balled up. Yeah, we did it. It's not the whole mod, but it's a start. We can at least use the NES now. Yeah, socket installed. So the next steps are gonna be, it's 20 minutes till 2 a.m. here. So the next is gonna be taking this PPU and soldering it to this board here. And then soldering these little rails. If I can get them out of the bag. These little rails to the bottom here. All these little pins. Right? Actually, I might shorten these pins up a little bit. They're a little too proud. Push the chip up. But then this whole board can socket right in there. Isn't that neat? Also, I just remembered something that I wanted to do. This capacitor right here, this 0.1 microfarad capacitor, we have to replace it because this mod causes some issues. So the mod comes with a new capacitor, this little blue guy. This is a 220 microfarad, and this is a 100 microfarad, 0.1 microfarad. Well, what is, hold on. It'll tell me right here. Why am I trying to remember my units? Why remember things when I can look it up? I printed out all these instructions. We didn't get to any of it. Oh. Capacitor at C8 is a 100 nanofarad, and then this is a 220 nanofarad. So, we need to take this one off for these 2 points here, which we should be able to get off real quick with the soldering iron. Just heat this up. Oh, poor Galley Sprout. I'm just waiting for my iron to heat up. I love this Weller, soldering iron. It's been just an amazing little guy. Oh, it's hot. Huh. Something is causing this to get stuck. Oh, I put my tweezers away. No, poor you, because it's late. Bet you're sleepy. And I'm holding you back from going to bed because I'm not ending stream yet. Oh. Also helps if I pull on the right capacitor with my tweezers. All right. This thing's got... I forgot this whole board's like leaded solder. Unleaded solder. So like... I was like, why is the solder not melting? Oh, wait. There it goes. Yeah, I just had to add some unleaded solder. To lower the melting point. There we go. We got it out of there. Now let's clean that up with a little solder wick. I'm tired, so I'm being forceful. I just noticed I was pushing really hard on the board. That's a big no-no. You shouldn't do that. Actually, you know what would be really great for this use case for this? This guy. Oh, I gotta stop doing that. Missed. Come on. Okay, got that one. Let's get this one. Not quite. Get it from the other side. Heat it up like this. I might not have my iron hot enough either. But I don't want to damage... Like, I tend to solder on lower temperatures because I just don't want to damage things. Yeah, there we go. Cleared the holes. Okay. Thank you, manual solder sucker. And wick. They're still useful. We want to keep them around. Oh, we got an ad break. Okay, this is the end of the stream. We're gonna solder this in, and then we're gonna raid out and get a little solder on there. Okay. Just had to tack that on there so it would stay. All right, now we got a little blue capacitor on there. I got a happy little blue guy. All right, I gotta get y'all out of here. End credits. Go quickly. Thank you everyone for coming and putting up with this ridiculously weird late stream. I know it's been a weird one, but I appreciate everyone coming by and hanging out and having fun. Thank you to Theragor for the raid, Archivist for the raid, Too Much Wong for the raid. Y'all are so awesome for bringing your communities over here to hang out and watch me struggle. And thank you so much to our new members of the collective. Endercats, Dr. Cruz, Mover Thinker. Is it Mover Thinker? Did I say that right? Oh, I probably didn't. Oh no. MX Overthinker. Haha. Yes, and I will clean my fingers. Let's raid out. Get us a raid message. Mods, can we get a raid message? Let's get a raid message. Let's get these guys out of here with a fun message. Yeah, good night, Galley Sprout. Sleep well. Kinkuro. Ooh. You know what? We haven't raided Kinkuro in a long time. Let's go say hi. Taking my corpse to bed? Don't burn yourself. Yes, that's a good one. Thank you, Sparky. Let's use it. All right, y'all. I'm going to raid you out of here, and I'll see you later. Say hi to King Koro. I'm not going to stick around for very long. Thank you so much for coming. I really had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I really, really do. All right, good night. See you later, everybody. Bye-bye.